Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host. Almost every Wednesday we meet here to talk about important things and important people. And this week, my pick for who should be the next producer of the Kirk Minihane Show, plus a shocking revelation about mental health and dog collars. So who's my pick? Well, Tommy Quinlan. He's my man. If he can't do it, no one can. Yeah, Tommy Q, and it's not just because he's gay, although that has something to do with it. Most women do have a fantasy of having a gay husband, or a gay assistant, or a gay producer. And that's basically why women are fucked, is because, as Kirk said, most men are looking for a young man in their 40s who's not married, doesn't have any kids, and is hungry. And most women want the same thing, except that the person's gay. So, ladies, there's really no place for you, but hang in there. Nobody can cancel you without your consent. Famous quote by, I think, Joseph McCarthy. I'll have to ask Dave Cullinane. Dave Cullinane, on his way out, not in quite a spectacular fashion as Steve Robinson, who broke up with Kirk live on the show, which was brilliant radio, and which really connected me because of the word gobsmacked. Kirk was so surprised at Steve breaking up with him, saying he's not going to go to Madawaska, that Kirk said he was gobsmacked. Yeah, gobsmacked. Great word. So Tommy Q, it's not just because he's gay, but that helps. I think he'd add a lot to the show in terms of, just nuts and bolts. Is there enough toilet paper in the ladies' room at the live show? Are we serving the right wine? Is the studio cleaned up? There's that, but there's, more importantly, the music. Tommy Q works at WPRO, 92 FM off the Wampanoag Trail in East Providence, which I don't know if you know, but I grew up right down the road. A lot of time spent off the Wampanoag Trail, right near WPRO, but more importantly, a lot of time listening to the music. 1982, 1983. Yeah, I'm Gen X, basically 10 years older than Kirk. I could have been his babysitter. I probably was. Good music. Journey, Eye of the Tiger. Not Journey. Survivor. Think of that, and then think of Richmond, North of Richmond, by the crooner Anthony Oliver. What a difference. No wonder why today's generation is so depressed and needs this shocking collar that I'm going to tell you about in a minute. Good music on WPRO, and WPRO is where Tommy Q works, and WPRO is on the Wampanoag Trail where Walker Farm is, where a lot of firsts and a last happened to me personally, which makes me feel even more strongly about Tommy Q. A guy who works at WPRO just knows something about what women want. And Walker Farm, right down the road on the Wampanoag Trail, is where I discovered myself. I had a very exciting night or two involving a little Boone's Farm wine and music blaring from WPRO, and me really just fully realizing the potential of the human body and having an out-of-body experience, if you know what I mean. Total euphoria. And it wasn't just the Boone's Farm, and it wasn't just the excellent company. It was music from WPRO. And that's where Tommy Q works, and that's one of the reasons why I'm supporting him. Another thing happened right down the road from WPRO on the Wampanoag Trail is the last time I threw up was there. Yeah, right down the road from where Tommy Q works is the last time I threw up. And the reason why is because I drank way too much rum and coke the night before. I've never had a rum and coke since. I've never thrown up since. I got it all out of my system. So I'm not a bulimic in large part because of Tommy Q and WPRO and the music that was playing. So the first, the last, there's just so much, really, to Tommy Q's potential as a producer that he's he's my guy, even though I know he doesn't really have a shot because he's too much of a threat. He's a threat to the Minifans. He's a threat to Kirk. He's similar to me. I mean, when you're independent and strong, well, you can't get laid off, so that's a plus. But people are a little intimidated. Yeah. I think Montante's going to get the job because Kirk hates Jerry and he likes taking his producer. Montante will do a good job. Sort of. I think there'll be a crash and burn, though. I think he's going to really fall hard when he gets dumped. He won't break up with Kirk live like Steve did. And he probably won't go the way Dave Cullinane is going. So I wish Montante the best of luck. He's made some overtures to me. He's been very friendly. And I'd be happy to read him a book if he'd like before Sacco. The next Sacco show, I don't have my ticket yet. I don't know if I'm going. I can't make an entrance. That's the thing. When you're a parody account like me, you need to make an entrance. That's your shot. You come in a minivan. I'm not going to get a new car between now and September 30th. And the car I have, I don't know how to turn off the lights, so it's impossible, really, to be able to drive in and not have everybody hate you. That's what happened at the last Sacco show. It was lit up like a Christmas tree. Maybe you recall playing Jill Scott, Golden. Put that on Spotify. That and Eye of the Tiger. And play that and think of Tommy Q, think of WPRO off the Wampanoag Trail. Think of me in those summer nights. Summer's coming to a close. We've got a lot to look forward to. And if you're feeling down and out and you can't really get your mind around what has to be done, this is my pro tip. Go to the pet store. Don't walk, run. Get a training collar. It says they're for dogs, but listen, in this day and age, anything goes. They won't even ask you a question at the checkout if you try to fit it to yourself. Get one of these collars, and you train yourself. Okay, you start to have some negative thoughts. You give yourself a little buzz. There's a sound. There's a vibration, which everybody knows what a vibrator is, and then there's the shock. And well, what happened is I accidentally shocked myself at level 5, which is the highest level, because I didn't want to put the collar on Shady until I knew what she might be in for. Let's just say I've never put it on Shady. I've never shocked Shady, but I shocked myself at level 5, and wow, I feel like a lot of chi has opened up, a lot of flow of electrons in my brain, a lot of awakening, euphoria even, reminiscent of those nights at Walker Farm on the Wampanoag Trail right down the street from WPRO, where Tommy Q works, and that's why Tommy Q's got my vote, because he's the guy who can bring me to that place, that time in my life that I discovered so much and listened to such good music. So that's it. That's my pick. Montante will do a good job, though, and we know Kirk's going to pick Montante because he likes to fuck over Jerry. But we'll see. Sacco, it's right around the corner. So whoever's got the job has a big test coming up, and I hope they pass. I hope they do. But if they don't, then it adds for more content. And that's what makes the world go round. Kontent Kim, though, she's out. I think Alex Bennett's out. Erica Darnidi's out. I mean, it's just a matter of time before we see the pink slips going out to all the chicks in the office. Bloodshed at Barstool. It's going to be bad, but you can survive here on the Smugsy Show. Until next time, this is Smugsy. Take care.